Fala galerinha, tudo bem pessoal? Vamos lá. Estou configurando aqui. Vamos ver como fica aqui. Não sei se está bom aqui o áudio. Eu vou conferir aqui, só deixa eu configurar. Aqui algumas coisinhas. Editar. Como coloca a capinha aqui? Não lembro como coloca a capa. É ruim ficar muito tempo sem mexer, né? Ah, tá aqui. Mudar, alterar. Lives. Beleza. Será que tá bom o áudio aí? Como tá o jogo aqui? Deixa eu Alt Enter. Jogar um pouquinho de Monkey Island. O que você acha? Vamos ver. Novo jogo aqui. Bem bacana. Só um minutinho, pessoal. Deixa eu ver aqui como fica o áudio. Vamos ver. Novo jogo aqui. Bem bacana. Isso aí, galera. Tá funcionando certinho, eu acho. É isso aí. Jogar ao vivo aqui então, Monkey Island. Tal. Vamos que vamos, né? Deixa eu me posicionar direitinho aqui. Vamos ver como que fica. Caderno.
Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Bom. Eu vim aqui.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Isso aí. Deixa eu pôr um negócio aqui atrás. Vou tirar tudo aqui. Jogar o... Isso aí, galera. Começando aqui mais um videozinho no canal. Vou posicionar, tô fazendo um setup novo aqui. Ver se vai funcionar. Espera aí. Microfoninho aqui, acho que foi, né? Isso aí, galera. Começando aqui mais um videozinho no canal. Vou posicionar, tô fazendo um setup novo aqui. Vai funcionar. Já, cara, eu gostei aqui. Eu só acho que vai ficar melhor se eu esticar a tela. Fiz uma arte aqui, mas não sei se eu gostei muito. Vou pegar aqui a tela principal. Vou adicionar aqui um novo... Peraí. Aqui, né? Vou esticar aqui. Tinha feito tudo uma artezinha bonitinha, mas sei lá, não salvou. Pronto. Deixa assim mesmo. Acho que fica melhor. Jogar o Guybrush Tripwood. Cara, primeira vez que eu vou jogar esse jogo, hein? Joguei nada. Deixa eu ver se eu joguei, inclusive, faz um tempinho aí. Isso aí. Ficou legal, hein? Vamos lá. Novo jogo. E aqui, ó, tem dois modos. O casual, né? Que é história, diversão, com puzzles casuais, mas de boa, né? E o modo do hardcore aqui, que geralmente era esse modo que a gente jogava, né? Lá em 91, 92. Só que vou fazer o seguinte, né? Eu vou jogar no modo casual, a minha ideia, né? E depois que eu terminar o jogo, eu jogo no modo difícil, aí eu consigo explorar o jogo inteiro, né? Aí, beleza, vamos lá. Vamos acompanhar a história aqui. Uma história inesperada começa. Prelúdio. Muito bom.
Take this, LeChuck! Guybrush.
Cara, vai acabar igualzinho como foi o final do Monkey Island 2, cara.
Will you promise to stop picking
Vamos
on
ver.
me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
É isso mesmo, cara. Eles pequenininhos.
What's next?
Foi tudo uma
Let's
imaginação,
get one of
cara.
those two.
Tudo
Pretend
imaginação.
they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir.
Come on, I saw a scurvy dog shack back
Scooby
there.
Scurvy
Board.
dogs. I've
Scooby
never
Dogs.
had one of those.
Deve ser hambúrguer, né?
way. You have to try
Cachorro
one.
quente.
It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling. Wow.
Clique no chão para andar. Pá. Olha, rapidinho ainda.
What should we do
Tutorialzinho.
next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Beleza, aqui é tudo um tutorial, né? Que é isso? Vamos falar com o
What
Chuck.
should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Ah, legal. Aí. Uau, olha só esses óculos. Pedir algo, vamos perguntar.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
You kids better have money.
Yeah. We've got all kinds of money.
Vamos ver. Aqui, ó.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8,
Peça de 8.
that's money that grown-ups use.
I
Dinheiro
know
de
what a piece
adulto.
of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Vamos insistir um pouco.
Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Que bonitinho o
Listen
desenho.
up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids.
I don't
I'm
like
an
kids.
honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
Beleza.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way.
Ó, o Marcelo
Coins fall
Redfield
out of
perguntando
people's
se eu tô
pockets when
curtindo
they
aqui.
sit down in there.
Deixa eu falar com ele, peraí. Voltar aqui na Steam, peraí. Fala! Fala aí, Marcio. Quanto tempo? Tô achando lindo. Isso aí. Pergunta aqui, e você?
What should we do next?
Let's look for change in the outhouse. Maybe we can find enough to get scurvy
É,
dogs.
beleza, já tem um. Deixa
I
eu
once got a
esticar aqui.
scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Vai, vamos lá. Tem que pegar 8 peças de dinheiro, né? Ficar à toa na casinha. Amarrar Chuck.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Que é isso? Encontrar uma moeda aí, ó. Uma moeda.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
Ver o barril. Tem um rato nadando. O que é isso? Salvar o jogo aqui. Pá.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead.
Tá bom, cara. Vamos comer já. Pera aí. Vamos explorar. Vamos entrar aqui, né?
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
Beleza. Tem que entrar na loja. Aqui, ó. Já caiu o
This
barril.
would be great for apple bobbing.
Você ia falar, Chuck?
How are we gonna get into the outhouse?
Usually the shops have keys.
É, ele ajuda a gente, né?
How are we gonna
Tá
get
bom.
into the outhouse?
Usually the shops have keys.
Pregar uma
Hey,
peça.
Chucky, get ready to run.
Caraca.
I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
De novo.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Phil!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
O que diz aqui?
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Vamos voltar aqui de novo. Aqui a chave, tá vendo?
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Ah, beleza,
I'll
já
bring
pegou.
this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Peraí só um minutinho aqui. Deixa eu ver se o cara respondeu aqui pra mim. Ah, nem respondeu. Beleza, vamos lá agora. Ah, tem que vir aqui, né?
It unlocks the outhouse outside.
Beleza. Se eu clicar.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Ah, beleza. Pegar a chave.
Good. You unlocked it.
Aê. O banheiro, né? Aqui, ó.
It
Uma
isn't a
moeda.
piece of eight, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of eight.
Peça
That's
redonda.
called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Pega?
I thought it was a fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy?
Ugh, what is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet.
Procurar moedas.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Ugh,
Credo.
gross. Gross. Gross.
In France, they call a scurvy dog
Putz, ele
a
só fala desses
chien
Kulenborg
scorbut.
aqui. Então, vambora. Pronto.
It looks like a piece of eight if you don't see very well.
Ah, viu? Se
Like
você
can
não
we
enxergar
get with
muito bem,
this?
já é uma dica. Tem que pegar o óculos dele. Mordeu a moeda.
Tastes like a piece of eight.
É, tem gosto.
For a couple of scurvy dogs
Aí,
if
ó,
you want.
já enganou o cara. Né? Na verdade, eu acho que é porque tá no modo fácil, cara. Se tivesse modo difícil, ia
What
ser
are you
mais
getting?
What?
Just
difícil.
kidding. Here's yours.
É que nojo é isso.
This is the perfect food.
Cara, muito legal que começou exatamente no
wanna do
final
now?
do Monkey
I
Island
don't know.
2.
What do you want to do? I wonder where those two people we were following went.
Aqueles dois. Vamos lá ver.
That's my friend D. Hey
E
D,
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
we just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
nossa, um monte de coisa. Perambular, explorar, checar a âncora, vencer Chuck em uma corrida, alimentar o pato, colocar molho em seu escorbudog, praticar luta de espadas, encontrar um trevo de 4 folhas, fazer um pedido de pô. Beleza. Tem que fazer tudo isso. T. Aí, ó. Ah, mais fácil, né? Vai, vamos desafiar Chuck pra uma
Hey,
corrida.
Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Nossa, muito rápido.
I win!
Foi? Foi. Pegar pão.
Hey, hands off.
Puta mulher chata, hein?
I want to feed the duck.
Tem que alimentar o pato? Alimentar o pato.
That's our bread.
Ela não deixa pegar.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me.
Chata, hein?
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real
A
parents.
gente pensou que eram os pais dele no outro. Não alimente os patos, né?
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
Don't feed the duck.
O que esse é,
What's
cara?
this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs. I wonder where this path goes.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
Eita, vai de
Do
novo.
you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very
Ixi.
challenging.
Vou pegar uma espada primeiro.
Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Sabe? Aqui,
I found one.
ó.
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
Qualquer T, né? Pronto. Ler a placa.
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if.
I want to say two. Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
Ó, quem tá aqui?
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey,
Triple.
kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did
Big whoop.
whoop.
Big whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asks me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had
Arquinimigo.
somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition
Papo.
started and beat him to the punch.
Ai, que legal. Agora vai contar a história. Que legal. Em algum lugar do Caribe. Agora vai começar. Ilha Sopapo. Ron Gilbert. Muito bom, muito bom. Ó, o Dominic Armato foi o mesmo que dublou também do Monkey Island de 3 pra diante. Que os primeiros, né, o Monkey Island de 1 e 2, nem voz tinha, né? Aí ficou a voz original, digamos assim. Cara, David Fox também, cara. Esse David Fox me segue no Twitter. É lógico que ele deve seguir todo mundo que segue ele, né? Mas, enfim. Andy Martin. Marcelo Redfield tá jogando também. Jim Sandercock. Muito bom. Um lugar familiar. Ou seja, tudo aquilo que eu fiz nem importou muito, né?
Feels good to be back on
Ilha
Melee Island,
Sopapo?
the hub of pirating in the Caribbean.
É a
where
Milha
every good
Island, né?
expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling.
Sopapo.
Or sailing in this case.
Yai! Yipe!
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment.
Carnificina.
Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Aí, ó, que legal. Raptou minha
LeChuck kidnapped
esposa.
my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the
Vídeos
scum bar.
piratas.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Grog.
Scum bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Peraí, galera, deixa eu ver aqui a mensagem. Nem me fale, puto tempo mesmo por aí. Lindaço. Jogando com calma um pouquinho de para. Ah, acho que ele falou pelo celular, né? Morando fora. Legal. Beleza. Tem alguma coisa aqui? Ah, já tá aqui. Falar com os líderes piratas para conseguir dinheiro, usar os maços de dinheiro para preparar a expedição. Encontrar o segredo ali. Ainda não, a gente não sabe qual que é o segredo da Ilha dos Macacos. Igualzinho, cara. Reeleja Marli.
Re-elect Governor Carla.
Carla? Marla?
Re-elect Governor Carla.
LeChuck já está carregando seu navio.
I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard.
Vamos ver. Aqui é o bar.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition. In the back. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Só tá mal encarado.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Eu não sabia que havia ocorrido uma mudança da chefia. Onde estão os
Where are the
três mais
three older
velhos?
guys
Vamos
who
ver.
used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Vamos ver.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Provavelmente
Permission
não.
to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's
Ela é
like
famosa.
famous. I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing.
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
It's not exactly a raid.
What else would we be interested in?
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret. I didn't
Eu
think
achava
that
que isso
was
não era
even a real
real.
thing.
Vamos
It's
ver
a
aqui.
mystery for the ages. that
Grandes
must be
mistérios da
solved.
humanidade.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
Essa caveirinha, acho que é sempre uma. A caveirinha que tá aqui do lado. Sempre uma opção que vai mudar o diálogo, né?
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded
LeChuck.
zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
O que essa galera acha de rindo?
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
É isso?
I like the old pirate leaders better. It's those three clowns at the back table. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this.
Tipo de
What sort
contemplação.
of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
Eu sou um.
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Really?
Well, it's been a while, but I could probably still do 10 minutes on a good day.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented.
Nossa.
I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh,
Eita.
nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Guybrush Threepwood,
Caraca,
as I
alguém tá
live
aqui.
and breathe. How have you been?
Tudo na
Peachy,
paz.
how's Elaine? She
Elaine.
was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Kids yet?
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Que foi? Dois R's.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Even better. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Caramba, vai roubar o LeChuck.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
It's hopeless. It's hopeless.
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Beleza.
Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mobs.
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way. Well, it's definitely a mop. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Acho que é isso.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Acho que acabou. Peraí. Não dá. Beleza. Vambora, vambora. Vamos explorar a ilha. Depois a gente volta pra cá. Vou abaixo. Que legal. Olha a Carla.
Elaine?
Elaine.
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Remind me how long we've been married.
Well, it still feels like the first day somehow.
How's your scurvy prevention
Poxa,
project?
perdeu todas as perguntas.
It's great!
We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though.
The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask.
Tá lindo o
I'm finding
jogo.
it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that.
Só tem o do LeChuck lá.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
Preciso
I
ir.
have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Ah, foi embora, ela poderia ter ficado junto. Ela ficou triste.
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy.
Limões
It's
combatem o
important, but
escorbuto.
boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Que legal, tem tudo em português, né? Ó.
Going out of business? This place is an institution.
Ixi,
They're having a half-off sale.
vamos ver.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Ela tá aqui ainda.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Ah, deixa eu ver.
You mean
25 anos, né?
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
it's a gift?
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge.
Livro
Now
dessa
you
poderia.
must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the
É
docks.
tudo na doca.
It does?
Most assuredly.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon, back shortly. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon, back shortly.
Vamos ver. Peraí. Qual que é o nome? Ah, dica.
The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon, back shortly. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Caraca.
It seems to be stuck closed.
A igreja.
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
A visitor!
Olha quem tá preso.
Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And
Otis.
Stan!
Yeah.
Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. They don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out.
Good boy.
Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time. Got out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts. How's your day going? You look like you're having a good time. That's nice. They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles. Word of advice, kid, stick to the narrow straights. Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow. Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over. Hot diggity, what a day, huh? Music just makes you want to tap your feet, doesn't it? No offense, but I want to be sure you don't waste your whole day in here. A guy like you's got things to do. You look like you're having a good time. That's nice. Hot diggity, what a day, huh? You look like you're having a good time. That's nice. Music just makes you want to tap your feet, doesn't it? Hot diggity, what a day, huh? Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow. Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
Voltei.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights. Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
Vem aqui. Vem, minha linda.
Music just makes you want to tap your feet, doesn't it? Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow. How's your day going?
Vamos lá, vamos lá. Cadê o controle? Ah, não, o controle. Deixa eu botar aqui. Fala com esse tema agora.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Hã? Tô jogando sozinho. Eu tô fazendo uma live. Só eu. Entra aí, dá uma ajuda. Hã? E foi? Não. Ai.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
Ah, tá me ameaçando, é? Que é isso? Olha. Olha a ameaça.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Algum concorrente.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny.
Motim.
Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call
moral
turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whenever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Obrigado, mas não thanks. Tem
Are
certeza?
you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
Advice. Beleza.
See you later.
Yep.
Vamos lá.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Muito bom.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
Chaveira.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hi there. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
Chapéu.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
These are nice.
Thanks.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few. Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
It already looks well fed. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
If it is a key, could you duplicate it?
I'm not sure you're supposed to take it literally.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary, just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody
Tudo na
hiring
dock.
somebody down there.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Laura Chaves.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Beleza. O mapa é igualzinho. Ilha Sopapo, onde que eu tô aqui?
Carla.
Espadachim. Ah, é espadachim mesmo.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Tem uma espada também.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Let me show you what a hack looks like.
Pretty good, Guybrush. Right on point.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job.
I hope you're not about to try to take credit for me being governor, because that would be both absurd and obnoxious, and I might have to skewer you for it.
No, furthest thing from my mind.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
I've got my own project cooking.
Of course you do. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
You first. What are you doing here?
Don't be weird. I know Elaine used to live here, but it's my house now that I'm governor.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Ficou bravo?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Can I borrow a book?
Caramba.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
You're chato, hein?
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
It's a lot of work being governor. It's a lot of work being governor.
Esse aqui é o Poodle.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Puxa, eu vou deixar aqui então. Tem um mapa aqui. Estaleiro. Não.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined.
Então, roubaram o S.
It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
Que previamente possuídas.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out. It's a dried up old sea sponge. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's good for relieving stress.
Vendo lá, viu? Navio LeChuck. Lê navio.
How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Vamos se candidatar então.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Silva, João da Silva.
Smith. John Smith.
João Smith.
LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. Hey.
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here. How clever.
Bom, beleza. Dá pra ver que tem
Why
que
was
fazer
Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Good for you.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Vamos lá.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan put up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Vamos assistir.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Fã de carteirinha.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Amei.
It's those three clowns at the back table. Well, it's definitely a mop.
I said not to touch that. You don't use someone else's mop.
Why not?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
Cabeça.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
É o poodle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Beleza. Entendi. Ai, cara, eu não vi. Puta. Ai, que raiva.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Sabia disso. Deixa eu salvar o jogo aqui. Como que eu saio? Ah, aqui. Opa!
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here.
Ah, mas não tá aqui. Saco. Ai, que raiva.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to. Hey, watch it! Re-elect Governor Carla. I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. used to love these when I was 6. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got Museum of Pirate Lore. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore, and if you have any questions, just ask.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Olha que da hora!
Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Será que é o...
Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again. What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. It's locked. How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Muito bom.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché.
É que o processador tá sendo usado.
I'm Guybrush
Aí,
Threepwood.
ó, joguinho.
No kidding? Wow!
Lembra?
Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
Brincadeira não, mas é quase igual.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Amor, fecha essa janela pra mim. Não, nem coloquei. Hoje tá calor, né? Depois, e apaga essa luz também, tá? Beijo e língua.
Não, que beijo de língua, você não tá merecendo, não.
Eu não fiz nada. Nada
Fez.
mesmo.
Fez sim.
O que eu fiz? Olha, isso foi verdade. Amor, o que é isso? Eita.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Ilha Sopapo é bom. Ilha Sopapo. Porcaria de museu, não tem nada.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Warning. The dark... I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Não tem como, né?
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days.
Droga, perdi um. Saco.
I've got enough to last me. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
It's hopeless.
It's good for relieving stress. It's good for relieving stress.
Enquanto isso.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Ixi. Vamos ver. Ah, a gente tem que pegar a chave aqui, com certeza.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya. I've got a few coins for incidentals. Do I owe you anything at the moment?
No.
logo.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only... The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memory. Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Vai ter o mapa.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Bye. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Hey, Wally. Bye. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Never seen one of those before. Snazzy sign. Wally's done well for himself. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safe.
Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me. A crystal. This isn't that kind of game. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. but the tourists like them.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone up indeed.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Eileen is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay.
Corina.
Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Okay.
Never mind.
I never do.
Yeah.
Looks sort of like an eye. Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him.
The display case is locked. There's some very tiny writing on it. There's some very tiny writing on it.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya. Hello again. Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock, I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Hey, Wally. Bye. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. It makes things look bigger. The numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
It makes things look bigger. Hi again. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
No, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
It's soft and extra fuzzy. I've got enough to last me. I've got a few coins for incidentals. Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
Never mind. How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Fancy. I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
It doesn't look... The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
Barbie LaFleur catered that event. I own her cookbook, but I don't know any of the recipes.
Do you know where I can find Barbie LaFleur?
Middle of the Atlantic Ocean? She's halfway back to France by now.
Remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid! Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here!
I'll make it my number 3 priority. Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here!
I'll make it my number 3 priority. I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget. Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I already copied the serial number. I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. It seems to be stuck closed. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The window's all boarded up, And it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? Hey.
What is it?
Can I be on your ship if I change my name?
Only if you also change your face. Sorry.
Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. It's like a miniature dance party. Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture. Stay away from my mop.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. It doesn't look finished. I'd need a lot of keys to open that. The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. Too bad it's empty. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Keep up the good work, buddy. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Green, half off. Blue, half of half. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone. You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it. A lock is a beautiful thing. A key
even more so.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for... It seems to be stuck closed. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Do I owe you anything at the moment?
I don't think so.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
If one monocle is good, two is better. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. There's some very tiny writing on it.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
But it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now.
It's hopeless.
Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away. One moment. Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
John Laney was especially known for impersonating monsters of various types.
You failed to mention that earlier.
It's not a strong part of the sales pitch.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
I'll wait until I'm closer to LeChuck's ship. No need to scare the melee townfolk. How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here. Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay. I better take off this voodoo eye patch first. Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Bye. Hey, Wally. What's in these boxes?
Maps.
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. The light's off. Looks like they're closed. It's the Museum of Pirate Lore, but it says it's closed. My brilliant deduction is that the museum is closed. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
It's hopeless.
It's sad to see the shipyard like this. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price.
Keep up the good work, buddy. I'm not going to touch it.
Hey, kid! Music just...
That never ends well for the knife.
Hey, Stan. Hello there, son.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I'll wait until I'm closer to LeChuck's ship. No need to scare the melee townfolk. I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. Re-elect Governor Carla.
Stay away from my mop. Stay away from my mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop. How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Okay, thanks. Warning, the dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. It's the Museum of Pirate Lore, but it says it's closed. remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. It's a lot of work being governor. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Bom, galera, isso aí, galera, terminando por aqui, tá bom? Valeu pra todo mundo aí que acompanhou. Vou ficando por aqui, galera. Valeu. Fui.